You know, Dubai is famous for its mega projects, but today we're going back to where it all started, for water parks at least. We're diving into an Arabian tale brought to life, one of the city's original and most beloved spots, the Wild Wadi Water Park. So let's go explore the magic behind this desert oasis. So here's what we've got on tap. We're going to look at its legendary origins, break down the rides for thrill seekers and chill seekers, map out the perfect day plan, get real about how this icon is evolving, and then, the big question, is this the right water park for you? Let's get into it. All right, first up, let's dig into the story behind this place. It's not just a bunch of slides. We're talking about how a timeless Arabian legend literally transformed a piece of desert into one of Dubai's first big entertainment hubs. So, picture this. It's 1999. When Wild Wadi opened its gates, it was a huge deal. It wasn't just another attraction. It was a total game changer. I mean, this was the region's first ever themed water park. It really set a new standard for fun, right when Dubai was about to explode onto the world stage. And the whole magic of the park, it's all built around the classic Arabian folktale of Juha and Sinbad discovering a secret oasis. And this isn't just some flimsy theme slapped on top. No way. It's the story that connects everything, from the rides to the buildings. It's what gives the whole place its unique vibe. It's amazing to think that construction kicked off in 1997, and boom, less than 2 years later, it was open to the public. And it didn't just stop there. The park has kept evolving, adding awesome family spots like Juha's Dhow and Lagoon back in 2005. Okay, let's get to the good stuff, the main event, the rides. We're going to take a tour of the top attractions so you'll know exactly where to run to first, whether you're a total adrenaline junkie or you're just looking to float and chill. What's great about this place is that it really has two different speeds. You've got your heart-pounding, scream-your-lungs-out rides like the famous Jumeirah Sceirah, and then, on the flip side, you've got these amazing, super relaxed attractions that are perfect for the whole family. You know, like the lazy river or the huge wave pool. 80 kilometers an hour. Just think about that. That's how fast you'll be going on the Jumeirah Sceirah. You literally step into this capsule, the floor just drops from under you, and you plummet 120 meters. It is just a few seconds of pure, wild, unforgettable adrenaline. Wow. Now, the Master Blasters, this is something special. It's basically an aquatic roller coaster. I mean, how cool is that? These super powerful water jets actually blast you uphill. It defies gravity. It connects 8 different rides so you can float around most of the park without ever having to get out of your tube. It's genius. And what about the little ones? Well, for the youngest adventurers, Juha's Dhow and Lagoon is absolutely the place to be. It is this massive, interactive water playground with over 100 things to do. We're talking slides, water guns, and of course, that giant tipping bucket that soaks everyone. Kids go crazy for it. All right, so you know what rides you want to hit. Now, let's talk strategy. We're going to figure out how to plan the perfect day, covering everything from the best time of year to go to how to save a little bit of money. Okay, so picking when to visit is super important. If you go in winter, the weather is gorgeous, but you'll be dealing with big crowds and higher prices. Summer, it's going to be really hot, but hey, you'll find better deals and way fewer people. The real sweet spot, though, that's the shoulder seasons, spring and autumn. You get that ideal mix of great weather and crowds that won't drive you crazy. Now, for the day of your visit, timing is everything. My advice? Get there right when they open. You can hit those super popular rides like the Jumeirah Sceirah with basically no queue. Then, when the midday heat and crowds kick in, that's your cue to chill out in the lazy river or the wave pool. You can catch a second wind in the late afternoon when things start to quiet down again. Who doesn't want to save a little cash, right? Here are a few insider tips. First, always book online in advance. It's cheaper than paying at the gate. Second, if you happen to have a Visa card, Mondays are your day for a huge discount. And get this, if it's your birthday, you get in for free. Just bring your ID. Oh, and definitely keep an eye out for UAE resident offers if that applies to you. Okay, time for a little reality check. Wild Wadi is an absolute classic, but let's be honest, it's not the new kid on the block anymore. So how is this icon holding up? We're going to look at everything from its cool sustainability efforts to some pretty blunt feedback from recent visitors. So one really cool way the park is keeping up with the times is with sustainability. They've got this smart tech on the ride pumps, which basically means they only go full blast when someone's actually on the ride. It sounds simple, but it saves a ton of electricity and water. Pretty clever, right? But there's another side to this. Some people who've been going for years have noticed a change. Take this comment, for example. They're pointing out that maybe because of those eco-friendly changes, or maybe just because the rides are getting older, the Master Blasters don't have that same whoosh they used to. The rides kind of feel like they're struggling a bit. But on the flip side, some things are definitely not struggling. The park's standards are still incredibly high in other areas. For instance, their water filtration system is so advanced it removes 99.99% of microorganisms. I mean, the water you're splashing in is basically as clean as drinking water. That's pretty amazing. That said, the guest experience isn't always perfect. Here's another bit of feedback that's popped up. It's about a newer safety procedure where they weigh people right at the entrance of a ride, in front of everyone. And you can imagine people are saying that feels really awkward and embarrassing. It's definitely a point of friction as an older park tries to meet new safety rules. And speaking of upgrades, this is a super important heads up if you're planning a trip. The entire park is going to be closed for annual maintenance from January 6th to February 7th, 2025. They're working on the facilities, so just make sure you plan your visit around those dates. Okay, we've looked at the legend, we've toured the rides, and we've gotten a dose of reality. So, let's pull it all together. Time for the final verdict. Is Wild Wadi the right water park for you? You know, to really figure this out, you have to put it head-to-head with its biggest rival, Aquaventure. Here's the deal. Wild Wadi is compact, it's charming, it's super easy to get around, which makes it perfect for families, especially with younger kids. Aquaventure, on the other hand, is this massive, sprawling mega park with over 100 rides built for thrill seekers. So it really boils down to what you're looking for: a classic, manageable day of fun or an all-out, high-octane adventure. So here's the final takeaway. The bottom line is Wild Wadi is fantastic for families with young children. That compact size is a huge pro. The views of the Burj Al Arab, absolutely iconic. And yeah, the queues are generally shorter than at the bigger parks. The one thing to keep in mind, the big consideration, is that it is an older park. And like some visitors have said, it can sometimes show its age. And that really leaves us with one big question, doesn't it? In a city that is absolutely obsessed with building the next biggest, newest, shiniest thing, does the original still have its magic? Does a place like Wild Wadi, with all its charm and history, still have what it takes? Well, I guess that's for you to decide.